In today's video, I'll be sharing with you the traditional way of doing your makeup. This is something that most makeup artists do, but in recent time, they almost wiped this off. Hi guys, my name is Joanne, the head makeup artist of Joanne Beauty. If you're just seeing my video for the first time, let me know in the comment section where you're watching from. And if you're a returning viewer and a returning subscriber, thank you for always returning to my channel to watch my video each time you get a notification. So without wasting much of your time, let's get into the video right away. So I started off by cleaning the model's face because you have to clean the face. So next I went ahead to prime the eyebrows and I used the Gentle Dove matte primer. This will help your eyebrows to stay longer and prevent oils from coming out of the brows, and it will also hold the brow crayon, like the crayon you used on the brows. Then I went ahead to mattify the brows, like to dry it up with a setting powder before I go ahead to line my eyebrows. So what the setting powder does is to reduce excess oils, to reduce excess oils that comes out of the brows, and also give a very smooth canvas, like a smooth surface, so that it will help you line the brows. And the setting powder also keeps the eyebrow matte all day. I started off by lining the brow with a brow gel first, and I went in with a Davis pencil to stroke the brow to give that fake hairline structure. So this one will help me keep my hairs visible and make it look so natural. Next, I went in with a moisturizing primer. I didn't use moisturizer because back in those days, we don't even use moisturizer. We use primer. So I went in with a moisturizing primer, which is Embryolisse moisturizer or primer. Then I went ahead to mattify a T-zone and I applied a setting powder after applying the primer. So what this does is to keep the face less oily, and I'm using the Espont setting powder before I went ahead to apply foundation. So for foundation, I used the foundation to line on top of the brows. This will will retain the same skin shade that I'm going to use all over our skin. So after lining the top of our brows, I went ahead to apply foundation in the perimeters of our face, ignoring under our eyes. I did that on purpose because I don't want under our eyes looking so cakey and heavy. So I went ahead to set the foundation, and next I'm going with a blush. So I'm introducing you guys to this new blush from Glam Cosmetics. The blush is so pigmented and creamy. So they sent me this blush, including their brush and face brush set, and I am using the same brush set from Glam Cosmetics to apply concealer on her face under her eyes before I went ahead to use my beauty sponge to blend out the concealer under her eyes. And for my concealer, I used my Health concealer because it is a mattifying concealer. We are working on an oily skin, by the way, so whatsoever product you'll be using will be less oily. In fact, it has to be matte. So for my powder, I went ahead to preset using the MAC powder in shade medium golden. And for the parameters of her face, I used the Polar Beauty powder, her exact shade. So for me to get her exact shade, I had to mix two shades of powders to get her exact shade. Now I went ahead to bronze her face, and I'm using a powder also as my bronzer. Okay, so now I went ahead to apply blush. So for blush, I'm using the Glam Cosmetic powder blush. The first one I used was the cream blush, and that blush was so creamy. So now I applied the powder blush from Glam Cosmetic. For our under eyes, I went ahead to set our under eyes using the Huda Beauty setting powder in shade, I think pound cake, or what is it called? I'll check the shade and drop in this description box. Okay, so now I went ahead to clean up our brows and to always also highlight the brow bone. So I'm using a light shade of concealer to highlight our brow bone, and I went ahead to blend. So you need to blend this brow bone before I went in with a contour, a bronzer or a contour to contour her nose to snatch the nose. Okay, so you need to start from the head of the brow and just blend it downwards, and make sure you're blending, like contouring the nose in a way that it will suit the person's face. Okay, so now I went ahead to bake with a setting powder, and I'm baking with airspun setting powder. I used Uda to set, but I'm baking with airspun setting powder to give that brighter under eye. So for her look, I was thinking what to do on her face. I just decided to go on nude. So I'm using eyeshadow palette from Morphe, I think 350 or so. I used that, and I went in with a brown shade from the Meet the Brown, and I went ahead to use a powder, the Fenty powder, to blend the crease of the eyeshadow. This will give that smooth transitioning, from the nude to the brown. Then I went in with eye gel liner, and I'm using a black liner from Carrot Gel. This is my go-to gel liner. It's very affordable for any beginner makeup artist or intermediate, So it's a very affordable liner, and it is black. So I held on to her eyelid to avoid her from shaking, and I went ahead to line on top of her eyelid. And for her under eyes, I had to stretch out her under eyes so that I don't poke her. So now I'm going to blend out the outer part of the liner to give that dark smoke look. Okay, so then I went ahead to use powder to clean it up, to give that lift. So I had to use a powder to lift up her face. Then I went in with lashes, and I'm picking these lashes from Kaima Cosmetics. Their lashes are great, and it's so I applied with a Lanel glue to fix in the lashes. So now I'll be dusting off the excess powder on our skin before I go in to set our makeup. So I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury setting powder. This will melt the powders into our skin, also give that matte glowy finish. Then I cleaned up our lips, and I went in with a dark brown shade, like a brown shade, a light brown shade, not dark, please. So I went in with the light brown shade to line our lips. So make sure you line your lips clean to avoid stains all over the lip area. So I'm going in with a nude shade of lip stain, but before then you have to blend out the brown lip stain. So next I went in with the lip stain from Avo Cosmetics, I think in shade 35 or 39. So I have to blend that out, and I'll be blending out the edges first before I go into the inner part. So allow your lip stain to dry before you go in with a lip gloss. I'm using the Huda Beauty lip gloss. I apply that on her lips. So what is your makeup or nude makeup without a gloss? So to extend our under eye, I use the Zaro mascara, and this is the final look, guys. So let me know in the comment section which way or what method of makeup process do you do. Which way do you prefer? Have you done the new one, the recent method, or you still doing the OGs, like the old method of doing makeup? So see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bye.